all of these different people, and that they are all so strong. They just like push through every day. And so that's kind of how the name I Love the Way You Lyme came to be about, because it's like I love the way that you're handling this disease.
Alrighty, hi. I wanted to do a quick episode. It's been a while between the holidays and different things we've had going on with I Love the Way You Lyme. I'm kind of restructuring things, so I just wanted to check in and kind of go over things that we did in I Love the Way You Lyme in 2022, and then some upcoming things we have in 2023 that I'm super excited for. So in 2022, up until last year, we were just doing usually one event per year, and it was a fundraiser, and we occasionally did meetups when we were able to, when there were the people, meetups for people in the Lyme community. But last year, 2022, I really wanted to start scaling up and not just only focus on the events, but expand. And so that is when we started the Artists and Collective initiative. And we had 3 different artists last year. And then from that, we also started this podcast. If you haven't checked out the Artists and Collective pages, they're really fun. Each artist has their own page with a bio, every project that they're working on, whether it's a business, music project, photography, whatever it may be, that's featured on their page. A lot of them have written blog posts. We have their social media links. We have this section called Favorite Finds, where it shares their favorite items that have helped them heal or that they use to heal, different types of therapies and stuff like that. So the Artists and Collective pages are really fun to put together. It's one of my favorite things, seeing how each artist with Lyme is unique and different. And that's the huge thing behind Artists and Collective, is featuring artists, creatives, business owners with Lyme, and sharing how they are moving forward and how they're pursuing their passions, even while they're treating or while they're having symptoms and whatever it may be. So we're really trying to focus on, people that inspire us to keep using our talents. So that's what we did. We had a couple podcast episodes, which has been really fun because it's getting to know the artists on another, like, more intimate level, which I really have loved doing. And now 2023, we're probably going to be doing 2 artists a month. So we have Jake Myers coming up next week. And then 2 weeks from that, we'll have Claire Dalton. Jake Myers, he is a Lyme coach. He's a transformational coach. I love the episode I had with him. I'm super excited to partner with him in the future, just on whether it be music or in the Lyme community. I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but I just know we're going to do stuff together because we get along really well and we have the same kind of passions and drive. So that's a really fun episode. And then Claire Dalton is a farmer, and she also has a nonprofit, and she makes care packages for people with chronic illness and Lyme, which is really fun. So be sure to check that episode out when it's out. That'll be out, I think it was January 23rd. So in a couple weeks here. So yeah, we're going to keep doing the podcast. We're going to keep doing Artists and Collective every month. The goal is to do 2 a month, which keeps me pretty busy, but I love connecting with people, and I'd love to be able to do more than that in the future. But the big thing that I wanted to talk about for this, my whole point is, so 2022 was kind of establishing Artists and Collective initiative, but there's something more that I've been wanting to do, and I finally figured out how to do it. So I'm launching it now. Probably this week it'll be out. So it'll be connected to our website. I'll post it on our social media, but it's going to be the I Love the Way You Lyme online community. It's a free member portal for people with Lyme disease to be able to connect. I've spent a lot of time working on it and brainstorming like how it would work and everything. And keep in mind, if you're using it, it's in the beginning phases. It's not a thing to replace a support group by any means, but there's a couple reasons for me wanting to create it. One is because on Instagram, that's usually where I connect with people with Lyme, but it's hard to keep like track of everyone with usernames, and sometimes usernames change, and the algorithm, you don't always see everyone. So I really wanted a member portal to be able to like have personal relationships with people and know more about them. And also it's going to be a safe place for people. So a lot of people do have private Instagrams that have Lyme where they share their Lyme journeys, and that's how we all connect. But I felt like we needed some kind of platform. So I've poured like so much into this only because it's something that I have really wanted, and it's something that I feel like kind of is needed or could be needed. We don't, sorry, we have one Facebook group, but we don't really use it. But I know there are Lyme Facebook groups. So again, this isn't to like replace anything that's already being done. It's more just another place for people to connect. And with that being said, inside the member portal, there's a couple different functions. So this is my favorite thing, there's location groups. So we did it right now by states because that's what makes the most sense. So we did like Tennessee. So all my friends in Tennessee that have Lyme can join the group and connect with each other. I did a New England one since all the states up here were close to each other. So I figured it would be better to do a New England rather than a state, because I live in Connecticut and I also live in Rhode Island, and I grew up in Massachusetts, and I know people with Lyme there and in Maine. So I want to connect with everyone because those states are so close together. So New England is the only one that we have that's not its own state, but all the other states, if you join the member portal and you don't see your state created, I have on there a thing for you to comment what state you're in and what city, so we can make sure that that's added. I didn't want to go ahead and add all 50 states until they're needed, just because it's a lot of work. So yeah, so location groups. This is super important because this is going to help us decide if we want to do meetups or future events, where we should do them. So the only two places we've done events so far are Nashville and New England, because that's where I've established groups or friends with Lyme. Nashville, I know we had like over 30 girls, and I know now there's more because I've met them since online. And then New England, I think there was 10 at this last show. And I know there's more that didn't come that live in New England. So those are where we're going to focus on doing our events. But I would love to expand the events as the location groups grow. The events partially are for raising money, but really the focus is for people to connect and for us to share what we're doing in the community. So we did an event at the end of 2022 in December, and I have footage of it. I'm super excited to put it out once it's ready, but I wanted to encapsulate the feeling that our events have, because to me, it's such a special moment and such a special time. Not only are we able to raise money to help I Love the Wee Lyme build up the online community, and then hopefully continue to assist in paying for medical expenses or therapies for people. But it was so much more than the sponsors and raising money. It was the feeling of community. And so many people came out to support. We've had the most people that we've had at an event. That was 85 people, and we raised a little over $5,000, and we had 11 sponsors. We've never had any sponsors before. This was our first event doing sponsors. So to have 11 for the first event was huge. And we had I think it was 29 or 30 local businesses donate items for the raffle. I don't know. I'm excited to share the video so you can see what the event feels like, because we share stories about our journey with Lyme disease. We had Willie Smith, who is a local singer to New England, and he is dating and Elena, who has Lyme. And so he got to share firsthand his experience being with her and helping her through Lyme and seeing what she's gone through. So to hear a partner's experience was huge. And they have a beautiful baby. So getting to hear that she's like overcome so much. So we had Willie share his story. We had Ava, who is my friend. I believe Ava's 11 now, and Ava shared her story. So hopefully I can get that up online. And she just was super inspiring. And then I got to share some of my story through some of my songs that I wrote about having Lyme. And I really just couldn't believe it felt very family oriented. I know I keep saying the word community, but it just felt so special. And so that's really why I want to expand the events, because I want people in other locations to feel supported. And the thing is if we're not going out and having these events and sharing what we're going through, there's a lot of people who don't know and don't understand, but them being there with the people and getting to hear these stories firsthand is like really huge. So I know that was very long-winded, but that's one of the reasons for wanting the location groups, is to be able to eventually do more events, do meetups so we can all meet each other. We had a brunch after this last December event. I think there was 8 or 9 of us. I made breakfast and we got to talk about I Love the Way Lyme. We got to talk about our journeys with Lyme disease, and it was super special, and I just want to carry that as far as I can. So on the member portal, there's the location groups. Definitely join your location once you get on there. And then there's also going to be a forum. We're going to limit the questions because there's Facebook groups for like questions that people have. We just wanted to keep it to topics so that it makes it super simple and straightforward if someone's looking for an answer. And we'll probably keep it more to like supplements, therapies, and stuff like that. Again, there's Facebook groups and support groups for stuff doing further in depth than what we're offering. And then there is a chat option. So you can choose whether or not to have your location displayed. And if you do, you can chat with people in your location. You can chat with people really all over the United States, wherever people are joining. So it kind of has that like Facebook function where you have a mini profile. It's very like vague, and you can chat with other people and share a little bit about yourself. So the I Love the Way Lyme online community member portal, it's going to be linked on our website. I'm going to post it on social media. Please join. Definitely give me your feedback. I'm so excited for what we have coming up in 2023. I'm super excited about some of the other artists that we're going to be featuring. Hopefully we'll be having some shows with those artists and mini events. So yeah, thanks so much for listening. I hope you guys had a great holiday and that you're starting off the new year excited and hopeful. I know I am. So thanks for listening.
I don't need pity, I just need some time. I don't need answers, please don't tell me why. There must be a reason for this. There's better